Hey guys, in today's lesson video, let's talk about how to create a effortless top of the backswing position. So ultimately coming down, we could have a free-flowing throwing motion towards the target so we could create that effortless speed and power. So everything happens from the top of the backswing. If the top of the backswing is out of sequence, then coming down, there's too many things that we have to time up. So we possibly can't even throw the golf club towards that 1 o'clock position. So what I want to talk about today is that we should not lift up our arms to the top of the backswing. So what I mean by that is that a lot of amateur golfers, they realize that from their setup position, going to the top of the backswing, amateur golfers realize that every single tour professional has the golf club somewhere in this general area. So what happens is that instead of having a full turn and using the natural geometry of their body in the golf swing to get the golf club to go up to a higher position, what tends to happen is that since they know the golf club has to get into that general position, instead of having a full turn, they just lift up their arms and place the golf club somewhere in this general area. So instead what we want to do is that we want to have a full turn and we want to get the golf club to a higher position at the top without lifting your arms. So what I want to get at is that from the face on golf swing, all the golf swing is, if I stand straight up and down, all the golf swing is from this position is just myself rotating parallel to the ground, as we can see here, parallel to the ground. So even if I make a level golf swing from this position, from the side view, it's going to feel like I'm making a golf swing level to the ground, in this position right here. As you can see here, you don't see myself ever lifting up my arms when I make this level golf swing. So from this position, what I want you to realize is that now the next step is we have to get into our address position, into our setup position. So in our setup position, now I'm bent over at address. From this position, even if I feel like I'm rotating parallel to the ground, just like the golf swing I had when I'm standing up, since I'm bent over at address, I'm going to be rotating on a inclined plane. So what I want you to get at is that since we're bent over and we're rotating on an inclined plane, even if I don't lift up my arms, in this position right here, if my elbow moves up, this is lifting my arms. If my elbow just stays in place and if I fold my right arm in this position right here, then if I bend over and if I rotate on an inclined plane from this position, I could get my arms and the golf club into a higher position without physically lifting up my arms. And I think that's key because once we lift up our arms in this position right here, once I lift up my arms and my elbow gets into a higher position, there's no way I could stay relaxed, because if I relax, the golf club is going to drop straight down. So if I want to get to a good top of the backswing position, it should feel like I'm folding my right arm. And it should feel like I'm like almost holding a tray at the top of the backswing and I'm folding my right arm to the top. So instead of lifting up my arms to the top of the backswing, it should feel like I'm rotating off towards the side, and all I'm doing is just folding my right arm to the top. And this should create a really good throwing motion coming down. So if you want an effortless golf swing, it starts from the backswing. I know there's a lot of golfers and golf coaches that say downswing is key, you have to focus on the downswing, but from my experience teaching and playing, if we have a good top of the backswing position, shallowing out the golf club, coming from the inside, fixing that over the top, hitting it off, swinging the golf club towards 1 o'clock, all those good things naturally happen for the most part, like 90% of the time. So remember, to the top of the backswing, instead of physically lifting up your arms, we have to rotate and just fold your right arm towards your trail shoulder, then we'll be at a really good top of the backswing position. So the next question is that in what direction do we fold my right arm? So all the golf swing, all we have to do to the top of the backswing with our arms is this move right here. Keep your left arm, your lead arm straight for a right-handed golfer, and fold your right arm towards your right shoulder in this general area. This is all my arms do to the top of the backswing. So if I have a golf club, I'm gonna fold my right arm somewhere towards my right shoulder at not a 90-degree angle, but like a 45-degree angle. So on camera, it's probably gonna seem like I'm folding my right arm kind of below my right shoulder. And this is all my arms do to the top of the backswing. It's gonna be in a little bit of a external rotated position. But the main thing that kind of messes with me when I first started playing golf is that they talked about having an external rotated arm, trail arm, in the downswing and in the backswing. So I felt like I had to get into some crazy position if I wanted to go pro and if I wanted to hit the golf ball a far distance. But that's just not the case, because if I go to the top of the backswing, if I try to externally rotate coming down, yes, it might seem a little extreme and it might seem like you can never get the golf club to shallow, but if you get your right arm to fold at that 45-degree angle, this is all the external rotation that you need to have. Very easy, and I believe every single golfer, amateur or pro, could get into this position. So if you just fold your right arm towards your right shoulder in this position right here, just go into the mirror, just practice this motion right here. Then from this position, all I have to do is rotate around my spine angle, and I'll be at a really good top of the backswing position every single time, and I'll come from the inside and right down into the slot every single time. So if you want to get into a really good throwing motion, and if you want to get that golf club to throw and release towards the target for that effortless speed and power, we have to be feeling like we're folding my right arm and we get into a position where we could actually physically throw the golf club towards the target. So one last time, rotate and fold your right arm towards your trail shoulder. Then from this position, if I just throw the golf club towards the target, I guarantee we're going to come from the inside and we're going to have a good time hitting the golf ball. So let me hit one last one. Let me get into a good position. Just hit this one at around like 80%. And the golf ball went a pretty good distance. So if you guys like the lesson video, please like and subscribe to help my channel grow. And for in-person or online lessons, I'll leave all the information in the description below. Thanks, guys.